Glory be to God. It's November 15th, 2023. I wanted to put this video out before you continue to watch the video that you're watching right now. The videos that you're about to witness is past videos that I'm just now releasing to everyone. This was part of my purpose, part of God's will, to expose the enemy, because that's what the Bible tells us to do, to expose the enemy. This is a learning video. The videos that I put out is not to disrespect my wife. It's not to embarrass her, because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I've been through this journey of spiritual warfare for a reason. And I hope everybody looks at these videos with a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind. And if you don't know the Word of God, get into it, read it, have a better understanding, and then come back and look at these videos. My videos, they all will have dates on the videos, so you can watch them in order. It's a reason why you have to watch them in order. You're going to see me grow in these videos. You're going to see how God maneuvered and changed things in my life in these videos. These videos is for everybody out there that may be going through the same thing I'm going through, but don't have no answers. Well, in these videos, I'm going to show you what spiritual warfare looks like. I'm going to show you how to fight and know the strategies of the enemy, like the Bible tells us. Why they do what they do. Trust me, I searched all over YouTube for the last 8 years, and I haven't came across nobody that's really had video evidence of demonic demons controlling people that they love, or somebody explaining through their experience on live of what just took place and why it's happening. I need y'all to go back and watch my testimony series so you can have a better understanding of who I am, and watch these videos in order. I will put the dates on them, and my thumbnails will be color coordinated for the years from the time I started until today, and what changed and how did it change, because it's different type of demons that control, and they all do something different, and I'm gonna break every single one of them down on how they do and what you have to do to fight it based off God's word. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And just know I did this for y'all. I did this for y'all. I love y'all. I don't even know y'all, but I love y'all. I love it. I love each and every one of y'all, because this was bigger than me. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than my wife. It was for y'all. This is what God wanted me to do. Enjoy the video. December 14th, 2022. Pulling off from work. I had to listen to Tamala Man Help Me. Because there's words in that song that I know God is speaking to me. And I won't give up. A lot of y'all can't even imagine what I've been going through, and I'm trying to tell y'all, I got to do this for the kingdom. It's my purpose. There's so many other Christians out there that need these videos, and the enemy knows I done figured them out, where so many people haven't, or failed, or didn't have the courage to continue to go. Even though I'm having, like I said, the enemy attacks me from all angles. I'm really, like, it don't make sense for my wife to say the things that she's saying because of I said something was tacky, or, you know, I said something about some chicken being made. And yes, I did jump to conclusions, but pretty much everything else was true. And I don't got a problem letting y'all hear what I said or reading the transcript, which I will have to put in this video. Not this video, but, you know, in another video, or maybe this video, who knows. But the enemy was pretty much, like I said, he knows how to use people to do his work. He jumps from person to person. You know, me and my co-worker, she's young. Everything was good. We've been closing, but he uses people to attack me. I'm a lead clerk. Anybody that worked at the post office knows the duties of a lead clerk. She only been doing clerk work for a month, maybe a month and a half. And me being the lead clerk, my closeout is how I want to do things. When it comes to closing out at the end of the night. But something that I said to her, that I done said to her plenty other times, same way with my wife, the enemy done used the same type of strategy. When stuff that I normally would say turns into an argument and a fight. So with my co-worker, I simply said to her, did you ask our supervisor, which his name is Louise, did you ask Louise for the rims yet? Simple. That's just, you know how many times I done asked Louise for the rims? She done asked Louise for the rims. It's something that's very simple. Her response was, why don't you ask her? And she ain't doing nothing, right? And I'm in the middle of counting my money for the night. So then I respond to, well, technically, that's your responsibility. getting the rims, or, I mean, not getting the rims, but you count the money at the night. You're supposed to count the money at the night. I'm supposed to verify it. So now she calls up the supervisor, and now she gets to talking, and she's putting words in my mouth. Another strategy from the enemy. He wants to make it seem like you are the problem. All I said to this girl was, have you asked Louise for the rims? Then I stated to her, technically, you're in charge of the counting the money, the bag, sealing it up, giving it to them, because I got to do my paperwork. Right? That's the way I wanted my closeout to be, because I'm the lead clerk. She asks him, he tells her, well, I don't really know. Because she wanted to know, what is the job duties? I'm like, I got a paper of my job duties. But you only been here for a month. I've been doing lead clerk for almost a year and a half. I've been closing for almost 4 years before I got the lead clerk. So most of the stuff is universal. The way they do it here is the way we was taught to close out in training. And when you are a closeout clerk, the lead clerk sets up, will tell us how she wants things in what order to close out for the night when it comes to dispatch and everything else. But it becomes a big old argument about nothing. I'm not arguing with her. At this moment, I'm just quiet. She's in her feelings. She's letting her anger control her. Now, I haven't said nothing disrespectful to her. I ain't talked loud. I haven't screamed at her, because that's what the enemy will make people think. He's not. But they never once said he's disrespecting me. He's talking crazy. They don't say that, right? It be the people that have not seen what I said that will say, well, maybe your delivery's not right. You know how many times I done heard someone that was not there to see what I said, even though the person that I'm arguing with has never seen. The person that I'm arguing with ain't saying that my delivery, or I'm talking crazy, or I'm yelling. They ain't said it, but the person that I'm trying to report something to, or they're trying to report something to, they say, Johnson, you ever thought about your delivery being wrong? I done had so many, from pastors to, supervisors, people in the union, and I'm like, if you did not see how I delivered it, it's unfair to me for you to say that it was my delivery, or maybe I'm not addressing. I know how to talk to people. Especially when the people that I'm talking to, they're not saying that it's my delivery. So that's one thing. But how I know that it was spiritual, because what are we arguing about? A closeout that I got control over with someone that only has been working the front window part of the post office for 5 weeks, maybe 6, and I've been doing it for almost 4.5 years. But anyway, she said to the supervisor, because he was up front, because she constantly messes up on paperwork that I gotta correct. So when I address it to her, it could be a problem, right? But she ain't never once said, oh, Rashad is talking to me crazy, or he's disrespecting me, or I'm just correcting. I know how to talk to people. So So, she tells, so she, I'm in the vault, right, doing my paperwork. I come out, she's talking to the supervisor. She says, he's supposed to be godly. I'm like, I didn't say nothing, but that's not a godly man. I said, we ain't never talked about, me and her ain't never really got into talking about God. But now she wants to tell the supervisor that he's supposed to be a godly man, but he ain't acting godly. But I haven't said anything to her to disrespect her. So what do that got to do with being a godly man? I said, oh, this ain't nothing but the enemy. Then she wanted to talk to him because she was hurrying me up because I thought I gave her the final count slip, but I left it in the cage. And I told her, oh, I thought I gave it to you. I got to go get it out the cage. But the other papers was printed out the printer. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go get it. Well, you need to hurry up because I'm doing overtime. And I'm like, okay, I'll get it when I'm done. You know, I only had like a couple more receipts that had to get printed out. Nothing, probably like another 15 seconds. So I go in there to go get the receipt. And I give it to her. And supposedly she had to be leaving because she's doing overtime. But it's funny how she asked the supervisor, speak to the supervisor. Now, like I said, I haven't said anything disrespectful to this woman. Not one thing disrespectful. Not yelling, not getting loud, nothing. I did have to show the supervisor, hey, look, man, she's not doing the paperwork properly. I just told her this same thing yesterday. This is just what it's been. You know, she's been doing what she wants to do, and ain't nobody saying nothing to her. But anyway, she hears me talking to the supervisor, so now, you know, when she's done doing everything what she's supposed to do, and still messing up on the paperwork, and still not giving me the right papers, before I could do my paperwork. She tells the supervisor she needs to speak to him, but you was pressing me about leaving. But you go talk to the supervisor for about 10 minutes in his office. About what? I haven't said nothing. I ain't never touched this girl. I ain't never rubbed up against her. I ain't never gave her no inappropriate comments. I don't talk inappropriate in front of her. I never I don't yell at this girl. I don't curse at this girl. I don't do anything. So I'm like, what is she in the office talking for about like 10 minutes? Because, of course, he didn't come out and say anything to me. But it's just crazy. It's to the point, this enemy, man, he's trying me so hard. If I did not have God in my life, people, I probably would not have been able to take it, and I would have committed suicide. The devil wants to get you to a place where you feel there's nothing else. And when people commit suicide, it's because they don't have God in their life. And the devil just puts so much on them that they can't take it and they can't handle it. But I know I serve a God that gives me all the answers, and he gives me the strength, even though it hurts. I know if I was unable to handle it, he would not put all this on me. He would have not chose me to put this out there for my fellow brothers and sisters to have a better understanding. Even though I'm the one that's taking the hurt from work, from family, from my wife. My wife told me if I touch, she said it in the text message, she said if I touch her, she's going to call Ray. I ain't never forced my wife. I ain't never forced myself on my wife. But she said if I try to touch her, she's going to call Ray. Not try to have sex with her. If I touch her, she's going to call Ray. That's not even normal, people. Oh, for what? Really? Why did I come this way to go home? Why? Like, I've been hearing the same story for so long, people. It works on you. It really works you to it really works your mind that you feel like you don't have nowhere to go. And when you don't have nobody to talk to, I don't have nobody. It's like it's only one person that I can really talk to that's going to understand. That's like John K. Jenkins out in Baltimore and Marcus Rogers. They're the only one, like, when it comes to this spiritual warfare stuff, it's only a couple people and another woman that I listened to on a YouTube video. She knew what she was talking about. I can't think of her name. I'll give her a shout out when I do. But they are the only ones that seems like they know when it comes. They know this spiritual warfare. I'm not saying, most pastors don't. But they will understand me. They won't judge me. They won't say, yeah, Rashad, you the problem. They'll hear me. They'll listen. They'll watch the videos. They'll take the signs. They'll take the notes. And they'll say, this man does have a relationship with God. He knows what he's saying. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to spiritual warfare. And I'm going to pray for this brother, and I'm going to be there for his brother. And I do, and they'll say, I do believe God chose him to put these videos out for whatever reason. It's like I had to question, like I almost questioned myself and said, man, did I die and I'm living in hell? Like I said that to myself. I said, did I die and this is hell? If I'm living in hell where I'm just constantly tormented by the enemy and family and friends and co-workers, like, is this ever going to end? That's what I said. Is this ever going to end? I just want it to end, man. I just want it to end. I just want this to end. But I know I got to finish the mission. It's hard, people. It's very hard. It's so hard. I don't think there's a lot of people that can go through what I've been going through and deal with it. I really don't. Like I said, man, I got to listen to Tamara, man, and help me just to ease my nerves. I got to mentally prepare myself for what the enemy might do and say once I get home. This woman been just saying nasty evil, but for what? Like, the littlest things become a war. I don't understand why people don't merge onto freeways faster. I'm sorry. You're supposed to merge on with the speed of the traffic. Once you hit that off ramp and you getting on the that on ramp, you're supposed to be going fast to merge on. You ain't supposed to just be going 20 miles per hour on a freeway when people's going 60, 70, and 80 miles per hour. All you doing is setting yourself up to get killed or have somebody else killed. But anyway, I just had to make this video.